Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Well, welcome to part 2 of my Disney live-action remake ranking and ranking them from worst to best. If you haven't seen part 1 of this video, go and watch my channel and watch that first before you get into this one. I'll let you pause this video and go watch that. Okay, we're good? Let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into part 2 of this video. So yeah. Insulting, forgettable, and the last 3 entries were passable. So, let's continue with the 12th entry. Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought you'd be surprised that this is high up. Now, I like the concepts. I like the concept of this movie. It is based off the book of the same name, and given the number of Disney sequels they've been getting, I'm surprised this one didn't get a sequel sooner. And the sequel to the remake is not bad. Okay, so I get what Alice is trying to do. But to put everybody in danger all because the Mad Hatter was sad. That's kind of a dumb motivation. And the side characters are fine, to say the least. I mean, I know what they're trying to do to try and make the White Queen and the Red Queen try and give them more screen time, but all because of a tart. They separate. It's also a dumb motivation. I will give Alice this. At least they give her an arc. And Sacha Baron Cohen as Time is kind of a cool character. I mean, not sure if I remember, don't quote me on this. He wasn't in the book, so adding him as a character to be as the foil to Alice, he's surprisingly good. And the visuals look beautiful at times. Particularly the scene where Alice steals the Cronus device. It's beautiful looking. So overall, not one of the worst sequels, but it's a passable time. So, and this was sadly Alan Rickman's final performance before he passed away in 2016. Rest in peace, Alan Rickman. You will be missed. So yeah, I put it in the passable tier. Not the worst, but could have been a little better. And just missing from the top 10. Yes, I thought you'd be surprised that this one is very high. I'm not gonna lie, this movie is actually pretty good. For one, the circus scenes are beautifully shot. I mean, for one, it's a Tim Burton movie. And I can see why. Dumbo looks surprisingly good for the 2019 effects. And I like the side characters. Michael Keaton is fun as always. And I like Danny DeVito's performance as the remaster Maximilian. I mean, he looks like he's having fun. And Colin Farrell, he has tried, but he could have been more memorable. And I like Eva Gray's performance as I like that she bonds with Dumbo as the movie progresses. And I love the spectacle of her riding on him going in the tent. It's a beautiful scene and I love it. But the kid actors, on the other hand, could have added more, shall we say, acting. Nothing against the kid actors, they're just kids, but give them a little personality. I mean, I just praised Lilo's actress 2 entries ago back in my part 1 video. She was good. You two, on the other hand, could have been better. So overall, this movie is not bad. I think you should give it a chance. Yes, I know it was hated back 6 years ago, but I find it charming enough. So you know what? It's going in the good tier. I don't care what anybody says. I like this movie. And here we are, folks. The top 10. And I'll give you a little game and find out what's in the top 10. Some of the entries might actually surprise you. So let's get into it. So let's continue with the 10th spot. And I know you're gonna type away in the comments. The one big thing that I freaking love is Naomi Scott's performance as Jasmine. They give her more of a character here, and her singing, like Halle Berry's from The Little Mermaid, is angelic. And given that she gave a fantastic performance as Sky in Smile 2, when you hire her as an actor, she better damn sing. And she is perfect in this. Speechless is a very memorable song, and probably my favorite sing in the movie. Honestly, anything with Jasmine on the screen is pretty much money well spent. And I'm half and half on Will Smith as the genie. When he's not covered in blue, he's surprisingly back and believable. And when it's anything else, God. And let's have to say about the titular character himself, Aladdin. I don't know what the actor think he was doing behind the scenes, but make the character more believable. Oh, and Jafar is goddamn boring in this. I've totally forgotten he was in the movie. So yeah, the Arabian setting is not half bad, and I like Will Smith's variation on Arabian Nights. So yeah, kind of an interesting way to start the top 10. So I find it's good in some places. Naomi Scott is great. I like her song Speechless. The Arabian setting is gorgeous. I like the opening scene. It's just, you could have made Aladdin Jafar more memorable. So I put it in the good tier. Not decent, but good. Yeah, I'm one of those who actually liked this movie. It'll never top the original. Not one bit. But it's a fairly good remake. I like they give more personality to the prince, something that was missing from the original. And I like Cate Blanchett as Lady Tremaine. She was surprisingly creepy in some scenes, and she gives a pretty fun performance. Oh, and Cinderella's dress? Well, the original was good, but this one is gorgeous. Props to the actor for wearing that dress. And the actor herself playing Cinderella, I'm kind of split. On the one hand, when she's acting with the prince, I find it believable. When she's acting everywhere else, she feels like she's happy all the time when she should be either sad or heartbroken. Oh, and Helena Bonham Carter is a load of fun as the fairy godmother. She looks like she's having fun. So overall, this movie is pretty good. Not good as the original, but that's the motif with these remakes. They'll never top the original. So I've put it in the good tier. Pretty good. Wow, yeah, I know. A lot of people are gonna flack me for putting this high, but when I was a kid, I was absolutely in love with this movie. I used to quote it all the time. I thought the setting was dark and creepy, and I liked some of the side characters. I find this movie as a fun guilty pleasure. I know it butchered the original version or even the book. I don't care. I liked this movie. I know it kind of lies to you in the title, but it's a move. It's this type of movie you just want to just grab some popcorn and just eat. Hell, I even sometimes used to make my own fantasies with this movie. I kind of like the cool setting. The side characters again are fun. And while the actor playing Alice could have been a little bitter, she was fine. And I did like Johnny Depp's performance as the Mad Hatter. He put on weird accents throughout the movie, but at least he was weird. And the effects aren't half bad. The visuals are downright gorgeous at times. So overall, I think it's a fun guilty pleasure. Not a great remake, don't get me wrong, but I find it fun. So I put it in the good tier. Yes, I'm one of those people that like the Maleficent franchise. Yes, franchise. They just confirmed a third movie's in development. So yeah, like the first film, I loved Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Honestly, Angelina Jolie, once again, is fantastic. She makes the character very memorable, and I love her chemistry with Ellie Fanning as Princess Aurora. Honestly, the scene where Aurora almost sees Maleficent die, and when she thinks she's dead, is heartbreaking. Ellie Fanning acts the hell out of this scene, and it made me buy the mother-daughter relationship they have. It's beautifully sweet. I love the act. I love the final act. It's batshit crazy, but it is fun. And while Philip could have been a little more developed, he was fine. I liked some of the side characters, particularly the Crow. He was kinda cool. But the one thing I didn't like about the first movie is repeated here. The villain sucks. Michelle Pfeiffer, you are pretty much my Catwoman, but your turn as the villain in this movie is awful. I'm sorry, she's pretty much King Stefan from the last movie. Boring, bland, and just annoys me at times. But at least she gets what she deserves. And it's pretty obvious she's the villain. For God's sake. So overall, I think it's a fun movie. And given they just announced a third film, it's in development. I think there's hope for this franchise. So give this movie a watch. I think you find it disappointing. So I put it in the good tier. Not decent, but good. And I'll give you a minute to go, this actually existed? And it's actually a remake? Yes. It was the first film I watched during this Disney live-action remake marathon. And I actually think it's really good. I mean, this is probably Disney at its most darkest. Like, people die in this movie, and it's actually kind of disturbing. I like the realism of the animals that don't talk. Kaa doesn't talk, Shere Khan doesn't talk, Bagheera, Baloo, none of them talk. And, as I praised his performance in my Mulan entry, Jason Scott-Lee as Mowgli is surprisingly fun. I like Mowgli's journey from a young child to an adult. I mean, I think this follows the book. And his performance when he's face acting is fun. It feels like a real character. And I like his interaction with the animals. It's really good. I like his chemistry with the love interest in the movie, played by Lena Headey. Yeah, Lena Headey, aka Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones. Yeah, she's pretty damn young in this, by the way. I like some of the side characters. The Doctor, played by John Cleese. Lena Headey's character's father, played actually by Sam Neill. He's a ton of fun. And I like Cary Elwes's kooky performance as the bad guy. It's obvious he's the bad guy, but with that stupid little mustache and him being the fiancé of the love interest. He's a kooky fun. So overall, I give this movie a watch. Sure, yeah, some of it's pretty dated and, you know, it feels like more like a Tarzan movie than a Jungle Book movie, but I still found it a fun time. I give this one a watch. I think you'll find a good time. And yeah, there's a free version of it on YouTube if you want to go watch it for free. So overall, give it a watch. I put it in the good tier. Alright, so now we're in the top 5. And starting off the top 5 is... I mean, I'm really not surprised it's this high. I like the change they do by putting it in Maleficent's perspective. And it is a ton of fun. Angelina Jolie is perfect as Maleficent. She looks the part, acts the part, and she portrays the part to perfection. It's obvious what they're trying to do with this movie. Take the Wicked route, which, by the way, the movie kicks major ass. Go watch my 2024 movies ranking if you want to know about that. And she's fun here. I like Ellie Fanny's performance as Aurora. Not in it much, but it's sweet. I love the opening of the action sequences and how they make Maleficent a fleshed out character, and it's fun action sequences. And my favorite scene is when Maleficent declares her love for Aurora, and that's what wakes her up from the curse. It's beautifully sweet stuff, and I absolutely love it. But what starts for ranking high, the fairies kind of annoy me, and King Stefan. They make him the bad guy here, and he's awful. Like, as I repeated back in Maleficent 2, that this is a formula they repeated, and it's not good. He's bad in this. He's bad. But Maleficent is a fantastic movie. The visuals are gorgeous. Ellie Fanny is great as Aurora. The action sequences are fairly surprisingly good. And Angelina Jolie is fantastic. She's absolutely fantastic. Like of course Lara Croft herself, Angelina Jolie takes any character that she sees and puts her own spin on it, and she absolutely kicks major butt. And I hope they make that third Maleficent movie, because I want to see more of this character. So yeah, I put it in the decent category. It's a fairly decent movie. Give it a watch. See, I told you we'd come back to this. And what can I honestly say? When you put Glenn Close on the poster of your movie, you know you're either gonna have a subtle performance or crazy performance. And boy, does Glenn Close make the character memorable. And don't worry, it won't be the last time we'll be talking about Cruella de Vil on this list. We'll get to that later. And she makes Cruella very memorable. Glenn Close absolutely kills it in this movie. She is fantastic. Woof woof. And I like her two lackeys, Jasper and Horace, played by Mark Williams and damn, I forgot the other actor's name. But nevertheless, the two side characters are a ton of fun. Honestly, my favorite line of dialogue at the end of the movie is like, "You guys have won the gold, silver, and bronze in Idiot Olympics." Who took the gold? Shut up! That exchange always cracks me up. And I like the two main leads here as well. One of them played by Jeff Daniels. He is surprisingly fun. And I like the dogs here, like in the 102 Dalmatians as well. I forgot to mention that, sorry. They don't talk. They act with their facial expressions, and I find it fun. Honestly, it's a fairly decent remake. Glenn Close kills it. Honestly, she is worth the price of admission if you want to watch this movie. She's absolutely batshit crazy in this, and I freaking love it. So yeah, I find it a decent movie. My only one complaint is the way Cruella doesn't take part during the film's climax. The film's final act. That's my one complaint, hence why it's not in the top 3. But still a fairly decent movie nonetheless. So, taking the bronze goes to... Honestly, I remember watching this movie in the theater and not remembering a single thing. But after a recent rewatch, I can fairly say that this is a story they've done and changed perfectly. And I'll get straight into the main character himself, played by Ewan McGregor. He kills it in the role. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Danny Torrance, Christopher Robin, any character that he goes for, he kills it. And he's fantastic in this. He pretty much plays an older Christopher Robin who's pretty much a businessman now with a family. And his interaction with the Hungry Wood Gang is perfect. Oh, and speaking of them, the effects on them look gorgeous. I mean, I feel like I could touch them. And the added bonus? Jim Cummings comes back as both Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. And they feel like the original characters. It's like bringing back nostalgia, man. Honestly, each member of the Hungry Wolf Gang is acted to perfection. It's like the actors did research on the characters they were playing and just acted the hell out of it. It's perfect. And yes, it is a bit cliched with the whole older Christopher Robin trying to embrace his childhood thing. I get that. But you could throw that aside. It does have a nice payoff at the end. And I like the wife and kid. They seem fine, Evelyn and Madeline. And I like the, it's set during the Second World War. It's not set in modern day, as most adaptations of this would. So overall, this movie is fantastic. I recommend giving it a watch. I think it's a fun adaptation of the Winnie the Pooh story. Certainly better than the horror adaptation of it. Yeah, I know about you, Blood and Honey. Yes, I know. But yeah, give Christopher Robin a watch. You will not be disappointed. So yeah, decent is high praise. Oh, remember what I said back in my part 1 video? There's two movies on here that I put in the perfect like the original. Well, taking the silver goes to Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil. What can I honestly say? This movie is fantastic. Emma Stone, I would thought would never work. But she somehow pulls it off. And I like they don't make Cruella the hero. They kind of make her the anti-hero. And Emma Stone kills it in the role. She's fantastic, quirky, and I can see the character growing up into Glenn Close. She's got the kookiness there. She's fantastic. I like her 2 lackeys, who will grow up to be, well, the actors that I mentioned earlier. And I like Emma Thompson's performance as the Duchess. Honestly, her scenes with Cruella, who's named Stella, is pretty fun stuff. And I like the twists surrounding the 2 main characters. It's a ton of fun. I like how the story is set up. And the modern song Cruella de Vil is something I would hum all the time. And it's a fun kind of remix of the original version. I love this movie, and they keep saying they're gonna make a sequel, but I don't think it needs one. I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect the way it is. But if they ever do decide to make that sequel, it better stay in the route that this movie did. Honestly, Cruella as a movie is just downright perfect. Emma Stone kills it, and she's the biggest star in the movie, and she's fantastic. And perfect like the original is high praise. But if I praised it so much, why isn't it number 1? Well, there is one movie that just respects the original as a whole, but being its own thing. And taking the gold, let's just say, it's the bare necessities. The bare necessities. Honestly, is no one really surprised why this is at number 1? This is just as perfect as the original while telling its own story. The cast in this is great. Ben Kingsley's figure is great. I love Bill Murray as Baloo. Honestly, he's probably one of the best parts of the movie. I love the kid playing as Mowgli. Yes, I did praise Jason Scott Lee's portrayal in the 1994 version, but the one in the 2016 one is downright perfect. I like Scarlett Johansson as Kaa. And honestly, Idris Elba as Shere Khan has got to be at his most intimidating. Honestly, the scene where him and Mowgli fight him in the trees is crazy and intense. Wow. I like Mowgli's relationship with the wolves and the cubs is beautifully sweet. I love the visuals of the jungle. And while the ending might annoy some others, I like the ending. It shows that Mowgli can choose his own destiny. And I think it's perfect. I like the story here, very similar to the original, but with a few major changes. I mean, for one, they don't show the backstory like they did in the 1967 original or the book. I like it does its own thing while paying respects to the original. Oh, and did we have to mention the best scene in the movie with Christopher Walken as King Louie? How they found this actor and got him to do this performance? That is perfect casting. And he nails it. Honestly, everybody in the cast does. But Christopher Walken is just being Christopher Walken. He is the king. The king. Honestly, The Jungle Book 2016 is my #1 favorite Disney live-action remake to date. And given the track record recently, I don't think anything else is going to top it. What can I honestly say? It's my #1 favorite Disney live-action remake. And perfect like the original is high praise. Let's just say it took the gold. The best. The absolute best. And with that, that's my ranking. I hope you liked this video. Give me a thumbs up, comment and subscribe, and tell me if you want more videos like this. Honestly, making these 2 videos can be real exhausting on my throat, but it's still fun making them nonetheless. So again, give my love. If you agree or disagree with these rankings, let me know down in the comments below. Tomorrow, I'll be back on the Avatar train with Book 3, Chapter 5, The Beach. Don't worry, I still haven't given up on Avatar. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.